Hello guys. So today I'm going to be talking about why God created you, why God made you alive. So why did God create you and I? God created us to have a relationship with him. You understand? I understand that I've said this for like we have specific assignment. God has specific assignment for me for sending me. I had a video, I have a dream which I also talked about in another video a little, you know. So he sent me here for a reason. But apart from that, he wants me to have a relationship with him. That's the ultimate, that's the thing. Like, because what happens, you understand? I know everything still has consequence, like saving people to heaven and everything. But then I think relationship trumps all that. Like, you need to have a relationship to look like God, to be like God, to fulfill your divine purpose. You need to have a relation with God. You understand? So there was a time I was just while on my own, I was just meditating, like ruminating over. I once saw this Catholic creed or something when I was in Catholic school that said God created, just reflecting. God created us to, in retrospect, thinking to love Him, to serve Him, to obey Him, and do all this and do all these things. Like, yeah, God created us to love Him or to receive, but then it didn't just sit right, like, you know. That's Catholic creed. But God didn't create us to serve Him. That's not why He created us. Angels are there. God did not call us to be His slaves. You understand? God did not make you to serve Him. That's not His primary purpose of, like, it's not selfish. You understand? It's not His primary purpose. And in serving God, you serve yourself. But that's not the purpose of God creating you. So the Bible says, even Jesus said in John 15:15, I no longer call you servants because the servant knows not what his master. There was a time when I was like, this might offend a lot of people, though, like, you understand, religious folks and all that, who think that God created us to serve Him. Eventually, you will serve Him. Service is one of them, but it's not this primary purpose of creating you. I mean, he created to walk with him, to have a relationship with him, and is in that knowing that he has your best interest. And the truth is that, I mean, he's your creator, but you can also work with him as a friend. You understand? Abraham was a friend of God, and he knows more than he's better than you. Like, so it's not out of obligation, it's out of love. When you serve God, you serve yourself, you fulfill your purpose, you become more fulfilled in life. You understand? When you serve God than serving sin or serving the devil. Do you understand? Otherwise, you'll be miserable. I mean, He's the only one that has your blueprint. So He created you out of love, in the presence of love. He didn't create you out of do this for me, do that for me. He created you in love. You understand? To I don't know, to adore you. He created you in love. You understand? So, and you wanted to have that love relationship with him, and of course, and to extend his love to others. You understand? Because people have gotten it all wrong. People have debated humanity. Everyone was created for a purpose, but not everyone finds their purpose. And I no longer call you servants because the servant doesn't know what his master does. But I now call you friends because you understand. So it's just like Lord Uhtred in the Last Kingdom. I mean, he was a lord to his three friends, Citric, Finan, and Hotspot. Yeah. You know, his three close companions like Matthew, like James, John, and how they were to Jesus, Peter, James, and John. But then the reverence thing, they called him Lord.
What do you say, Lord? Lose the dead
But
wood.
but they were his friends also. It was not an autocratic kind of relationship or just a parasitic. No, it's not even like You understand? They respect him. It was their Lord. So that's how Jesus wants to be. It was your Lord, but he's also your friend. You understand? He's also your friend. You understand? He won't disrespect you, and we don't have to. You can't disrespect him. He won't dishonor you, and in turn, we shouldn't dishonor him. So it's that kind of relationship, you understand? Citric, hatred, you know, Finan. Yeah, Finan was under of them. So, that's it, guys. Um, God created us to have a relationship with Him. You understand? And even though what we do on earth here, maybe such as saving a soul, kind of eternal consequences, your relationship is more important. But without that relationship, you can't, you look like God, you can't know God, you can't be like God, you can't, so it's out of love, guys. So it's from that love that we serve Him. So, guys, yeah, God didn't create us to serve Him. God didn't just create us to worship Him. That's not why He created, but you worship Him as an act of, in return, you worship Him because of who He is, but He didn't make you to worship Him. He didn't. I'm just saying that, like, those are secondary. Like, He didn't. God doesn't, like, He made you in love, out of love, and worship only comes as a result or byproduct of that love and service towards Him and others.